about. There's now another. And by the way, when it's like Porsha said this and Kenya said this, and now they're fighting over this, and did, Porsha's like, well, there's someone on the cast that hates you, Kenya, and they went to production and they try to get you fired several times, and they're the ones that gave you the pictures of Brit. And Kenya's like, girl, bye, stop your clickbait. Nobody gave me the pictures of Brit. They're on the internet. When it's she said, we can talk about it all day. I gotta tell you something. When somebody, everyone, Melissa's sprinkle cookies suck. That's not defamation. When there's a clickbait headline title and then you go to the Bravo celebrities that used to come on here all the time, they get so mad when there's an article in People magazine. Tamara Judge said this on Behind the Velvet Rope, and it's a clickbait headline title. The quote, I guarantee you, when you go to the quote's never wrong. I told this story before when Tamara was on my show. She was so pissed off. She was so mad, this and that. I'm like, I'm not People. I didn't come up with the title. But I guarantee you, Tamara, the quote is right. She wanted me to send her the quote. Girl, go and listen to the fucking thing. But here you go. Here's the quote. The quote's never wrong. I gotta caution people. This does to me enter a gray area when you're saying Bethenny said something and now we have another example and the quote is completely wrong and the person never said it. And this becomes a gray line for me. And that I'm always saying that you can't sue for defamation for this or that, and you can't. Again, Jim Bellino, trampoline park, it kills people. No one ever died. That's like a direct statement. Yeah, Jim had a case, and that's why it was settled out of court, and he apparently got money. When you start to say Bethenny said this, and now we have this one and says this, I think it's a gray area. So I think people should fact check before they run with these stories. Uh, there you go. But here's another story that has now come out. Same thing. Same. I don't know if it's the same. I'm sorry. I don't know if it's the same website that's posting this. By the way, here's another one, totally fake. Gia Giudice just dropped a bombshell that shook New Jersey. Teresa's perfect husband, Louis, borrowed $300,000 from relatives with a promise to pay them back with cryptocurrency. Come on, you guys. And then vanished it all. According to Gia, a heated argument broke out when loved ones discovered the harsh truth. Louis insisted it was just a business mistake, while Teresa, well, you guessed it, still trusts her husband. Is this the start of a new family war? Blah, blah, blah. All of this is believable, but it's so fake, you guys. But the thing is, who's leaking this? Is this Teresa? Does Teresa want this stuff out there to try to pretend that she's still relevant and everyone's talking about her? I don't think it's Melissa. By the way, you saw J-Lo posted Melissa, and I mean the tree huggers are trying to make that something negative that J-Lo didn't post it, her team did. She never tried the cake. I don't care if I sent something to J-Lo, if she even knew it existed. If you're posted on J-Lo's Instagram on her story, it's kind of a big deal. But here's another thing that I found very interesting. People are now saying that Gabriella posted this. This is now Gabriella. They're saying Gabriella posted this, the one who is at University of Michigan. Things have gone, this is Gabriella talking, also fake. Things have gone too far and I can't stay silent anymore. Well, I discovered Luis holding hands with a strange woman at a bar. I was shocked, but I knew I couldn't let this slide as just a small detail. I'm not just an outsider here. I'm a part of this family. And if I have to do anything to protect the people I love, I will. The question isn't whether I want to expose anything about Luis's past. Louis' past. Why the hell am I calling him Luis? Louis' past. It's whether my mother, Teresa, can continue trusting him when everything is getting darker. Violent accusations, lawsuits tied to his business, everything he's built until now is starting to crumble. And no, I'm not the first one to talk about this. Hold on. Hold on. I'm not the first one to talk. I'm getting another text from a Bravo celebrity who's, what the hell? Why is this going around? I'm not the first one to question stuff about Louis. The question isn't whether to do. It's whether my mother can continue trusting him when everything is getting darker. Violent accusations, lawsuits tied to his business. Everything is built into now starting to crumble. And no, I'm not the first one to talk about this. When he can't keep up a clean image himself, I have no choice but to bring the truth to people. People can split into two sides, but when the truth is out there, no one can deny it. I just want everyone to know that sometimes a simple handshake can reveal more than you think. Um, so my point is, first of all, Teresa's daughters are not. They're raised by their mother. Nothing by any daughter. They're not airing the family's dirty laundry. So please don't believe this stuff. Please check with me first. Um, uh, okay. Can you please do that? I don't know why I'm so upset about this. It's all clickbait. That didn't happen. Gabriella didn't say that. Bethenny is on Family Guy. Good for her. She's so happy. Speaking of which, before we move on to some other topics, because I don't want to spend this whole time talking about New Jersey, did you see this Hollywood Demons? That there's different episodes. Our good friend and podcast regular Kimberly Archie is on episode 3, which is out, and they are dealing with Erica Jane. So episode 3, they're dealing with Erica Jane. It's called Hollywood. It's called, excuse me. It's called Hollywood Demon Housewives or whatever, and it's on HBO. The cover, they're dealing with like Jen Shah and Taylor Armstrong is there revealing new information about Russell. It's like, God, I hate a thirsty housewife. You ever meet a thirsty housewife? But what I found interesting is the picture they're using for the whole damn thing is Teresa. So they're dealing with Jen Shah and Taylor Armstrong and all the bad things that have ever happened in Housewives. And of course, Teresa is on there. And the cover shot for the whole series, it doesn't change each week. The cover shot for the whole series is Teresa. So I heard from a reliable source, but I always am curious. But I heard that Teresa is fucking pissed off that you would think, oh, well, it's called Hollywood Demons, Housewives Gone Bad. Hollywood Demons, Housewives Gone Bad. It's on HBO. They deal with a different housewife every week. Hollywood Demons, Housewives Gone Bad. And the cover shot of the whole thing is Teresa. I'll hold it up to show people on YouTube. Can you guys see that? Some people watch our little clips on YouTube. Thank you guys for all the YouTube tips. We've been getting lots of tips on YouTube. I mean, tips like money. So I don't know what we're doing different, but thank you for that. Hollywood Demons, Housewives Gone Bad, and the cover shot is a picture of Teresa. So I heard she was not so happy about that. Shout out to Kimberly Archie, who's on it. Kyle Richards has, recently she's revealed shocking information about her reunion, this Beverly Hills reunion. She said for the first time she has not chosen her reunion look. I'm being sarcastic, obviously, but she said that she has basically been taking turns and has basically been by Teddi's side. During the filming of the reunion is when Teddi was in the hospital and they were taking turns sleeping at the hospital. And someone called her with a theme and a gold dress. And she's like, I don't give a fuck about a gold dress. Pick it out. I don't give a fuck what I wear. There are moments. I mean, that's like the smartest thing Kyle has said in decades on the damn show. Good for her. I do think Kyle is a good friend to Teddi. I think she's standing by her. And yeah, puts things in perspective. I could have told you that. I said